Alright guys, I don't know about you, but as far as athletic freaks in the world of American football are concerned, they're pretty much all up there. But as far as the upper echelon of athletic freaks who do transition those athletic abilities onto the field, at the highest level, you can't go past MYLES Garrett, defensive end for the Browns. Comes in at number 20 on the list of the top 100 NFL players of 2023. Look, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't waiting with extreme anticipation for this moment. Here he is, man, the sack machine, the absolute just beast when it comes to rushing that quarterback and also using his speed to turn and chase if need be. I'd love nothing more than to see MYLES Garrett actually suit up at linebacker, but with his size, with his height, combined with his athletic ability, pretty sure from memory he can jump about 40 inches. Either way, let's get into the video, guys. Let's have a look at his stats, watch his video, and place him in a rugby team. That's not going to be hard. Let's go. So, MYLES Lorenz Garrett was born on December 29th, 1995. He's an American football defensive end for the Cleveland Browns. And he's been a Brown his entire career. 6'4", 272 pounds. Born on December 29th, 1995, he's 27 years of age, played college football at Texas A&M from 14 to 16, and got picked up in the 2017 draft, pick number 1. Being that he's played 6 seasons now, he may well be pretty damn close to signing his 3rd deal. He's a 2-time first-team All-Pro selection, 2020 and 2021, a 2-time second-team All-Pro selection in 2018 and 2022, a 4-time Pro Bowler, 2018, 2020, 2021 and 2022, and he's credited with smacking some Steeler quarterback in the head with his helmet. 4'6" for the 40-yard dash, 41 inches on the vertical jump, 10'8" on the broad jump, 33 reps on the bench press, and he's got some brains. He got a 31 on the Wonderlic. Those stats at 6'4" and a half, 272 pounds are absolutely ridiculous. And he's paired up as a defensive end on the other side with a guy called Montez Sweat, who is just as impressive physically at that type of size. Either way, he signed a 4-year, $30.41 million contract as a rookie. In 2020, on July 15th, he signed a 5-year, $125 million contract, which apparently didn't make him the highest paid defensive end in the league. As far as his 2022 statistics are concerned, 16 games played, 60 combined tackles, 37 solo, 23 assisted, 16 sacked, which is his career high, equaling his efforts from the year prior, 4 passes deflected, 2 forced fumbles, bringing his career totals to 84 total games, 263 combined tackles, and 74 and a half sacks through 6 seasons. The guy is 27 years of age. If he didn't come into his athletic prime in high school, he certainly is now. And it seems as if during the 2015 college football off-season, Garrett was ahead of the pack as far as mental health is concerned. In 2015, Garrett decided to stop using his social media account on Twitter, citing, "There is a lot of negativity on there I don't need in my life." Jeez, you and me both, mate. I felt like if I want to move forward as a person and as a football player, I don't need other people's opinions and other things to stick with me or be in my mind when I have other things to keep doing. Garrett later resumed using Twitter regularly. Garrett also writes poetry and is working on a dinosaur book for children. Now that was back in 2015. Well, actually no, that was written in 2019, but they have revisited that fact on June 9th, 2023, within the Bleacher Report titled The Depths of MYLES Garrett. On September 26, 2022, he was involved in a one-car crash leaving the team facility. The incident occurred near Wadsworth, Ohio. He suffered minor injuries and was released from the hospital the same day. Didn't affect his sack count. He got 16 sacks last year, which didn't lead the league, but it's got to be up there. He finished 5th in Defensive Player of the Year voting. Holy shit. I would have to say that of the players we've seen thus far, he would have to have the most references used on a Wikipedia page that we have seen thus far. Have a look at that. over 107 references from various online articles. And if there was one player that wouldn't have any trouble getting a verification tick on Instagram back in the day, before you could pay for it, of course, it'd be MYLES Garrett. All right, guys, let's get into the video.
Remember that Saturday?
Yeah, it was on a Halloween night. I had a house decoration, the QB graveyard, and he was the main event.
Burrow.
I had to get him that night. I just knew they were going to send the chipper my way. And I noticed a couple tendencies in Jonah, the way he kicks when he has a running back. And
what's he going to do? Step on the inside? He's going to act as if he's going to steamroll, or try to steamroll the chipper, so to speak. He's going to step off his right foot, back on the inside, swipe past number 73 with ease, and take the head off of Burrow.
My mind how it was going to go. It happened so quickly when I spun.
Oh, or the spin move. I mean, geez, that looks like a LeBron James drive to the basket, to be honest with you.
Burrow was right in my face. I was like, just don't miss it at this point.
The spin move allows him to get past Jonah Williams.
I'm going to blame that on the running back.
Help.
Man, that might be one I remember for a while.
Now, this will be interesting. I knew he was up there. As much as I don't want to be disrespectful to the man mountain that is MYLES Garrett, don't quit your day job. He's got a set of lungs on him.
Hey yo, MYLES Garrett is back in the top 20 of the top 100.
All right. I mean, I like the list. I feel like being picked amongst your peers means a lot more.
He and Aaron Donald are the only two defenders to make the top 20 each of the past 3 seasons.
Okay, so we've got Aaron Donald to come.
Back goes Pickett up in the pocket. They got him. You wanted MYLES Garrett, and there he is.
Over those 3 seasons, Garrett leads the NFL with 44 sacks.
We only rushed 3, and MYLES Garrett gets it done.
Sacks. So how many did he get 3 years ago? 12. Yeah, man, he is a problem. He is a problem behind the line of scrimmage.
What did he look like on film when you're studying?
A superhuman freak.
MYLES Garrett, another werewolf. You see that guy and it's like,
oh, by the
sheesh.
way, yeah, have a look at those fucking arms, man. That reminds me of a really funny instance. It wouldn't have been funny if he got caught, but yeah, all he needs to, I mean, he's a guy who wears sleeves, right? A lot of the time. And I don't like that. When you've got arms like that, show them off, in my opinion, because the sleeves aren't tight. They're actually quite loose. So you kind of lose that initial, like, pop as far as the stature's concerned if you are covering guns like that with loose sleeves. But all it took was him to take the sleeves off one game. And lo and behold, you know, well, we all know what happened.
Their strength and conditioning coach, he was talking about how he would do like skull crushers with 225. I'm just like, that's different. Luckily, I don't.
Skull crushers with 225.
I don't have to go against MYLES too much, and if I do, I'm usually cussing at myself. A couple years ago, he put his hand in his sweatshirt, and we had pads on. I think it was a Wednesday, and we were doing one-on-ones, and he beat all 5 of us with one hand in his pocket. Hey, what I was not going to do was be in your graveyard.
Hey, when I came up there,
I said no.
I seen them eyes.
I said no. I said no. I would not try
Get
to
rid
be
of
in
it.
the graveyard.
Anything stand out from when you two matched up?
I'm not going to say too much because he got me a couple times, you know what I'm saying? But
What an assignment. Can you imagine it? Left tackle coming up against MYLES Garrett, trying to earn your paycheck, protecting your quarterback. That's all you got to do. But it's not that easy, is it?
It's the first welcome to the NFL moment for Ike Ekwonu, the rookie left tackle.
Rookie left, oh, coming up against a rookie tackle? Jeez, I tell you what, add a tackle to the graveyard too. It ain't just quarterbacks.
Mayfield takes the snap. Here comes Garrett again
Not
off the
again.
edge. Ball came
Oh.
out. MYLES Garrett making his presence felt on back-to-back plays.
It's too fast, too explosive,
When you can
too
control a
powerful.
game like that, what's that feel like?
Mad. Like mad when you're a kid.
What does it feel like, man?
On back-to-back plays.
When you can control a game like that, what's that feel like?
Mad. Like mad when you're a kid and you're like, is this what it's like to be the guy?
Damn, bro, he knows. He knows. Play after play, he is dominating. He's a dominant motherfucker. I mean, it's almost like a good play for a quarterback would be just to release the ball prior to Myles Garrett getting to him, let alone actually making a decent pass. It's like, you got to up your game big time if you're going to come up against this guy.
No singles on me no more.
If you can bottle it and channel that feeling of greatness
Look at the biceps, guys. Look at the biceps.
of being in the zone,
What the fuck?
that's how you hold on to being at the top.
I tell you what, guys. I tell you what comes to mind after looking at that bicep.
Storage King.
I don't know if he's had a tear in it, but it has some peak on it. And as a massive bodybuilding fan, I can appreciate that. But there's one guy that he reminds me of as far as his physique, and that's Larry Wheels. And I'll tell you what, that is some comparison. Either way, guys, that brings us to the end of another video and our 14th of the day for anyone following along at home. And the final thing we're going to do prior to shutting off this video is to place Myles Garrett in a rugby team. 6'5", 270 odd pounds, running a 4.64 with a 41-inch vertical jump and an effort of 33 reps on the bench. You know what? I'm going to say, we've had too many guys out in the backs. I feel like we need to include him in the forward pack at least somewhat. I feel like Myles Garrett, he's just that little bit short to play lock. And he's just that little bit heavy to be out in the back line. I'm going to put him in at number 8. Can you imagine this guy taking the ball off the back of a scrum, but also controlling the back of the scrum, looking up, looking for whatever the opposition is going to do on attack and, disrupting. That's one word. That is the one word that comes to mind is disruptive. As a number 8, into absolutely everything, you are basically a flanker mixed with a centre, mixed with a fullback, mixed with a hooker. The number 8 is the hybrid of all of those characteristics that you'd want in a rugby player, but I think he'd have to work on his gas tank. I mean, with a body that big, you need a lot of oxygen and a lot of fuel to keep going. And in the game of rugby, you put in a tackle, but you can't just celebrate. You don't celebrate, all right? You get up and you keep playing. You can't try and secure that ball. The opposition pass it out to the back line once again, you go and make that tackle. You might have to make that tackle and that tackle. But I think with a bit of conditioning, getting that 270-pound body into some high-intensity interval training, I feel like that's all he'd need to flourish in the game of rugby. And yeah, it's just unfortunate we'll never see him do that. But either way, agree with me or not, let me know down in the comment section below. Thank you for watching, guys. We are indeed in the top 20. And what a feeling it is. I'll see you in the next one.